Looks so bad. We just finished the Warrior Dash, and I think I took shower number 17, and anyways, it's fine. What is that? What's going on right there? I don't really know. That's fine. Hi, Matterers. I've missed you. I've been away for a couple weeks, and so I'm glad to be back. I'm coming to you live from the Powell Pack House. We're going to talk injury today, and I just wanted to give a shout out to the beautiful state of Colorado. I've been visiting Heidi and Chris, and I've had a blast. Marley, Maddox, and Cash, love you to kibbles and bits, and baby TBD. I'm glad I got to hang out with you too, because I'm sure you're going to be gorge. And I got to meet some of the season 4 peeps, and I'm going to let some cats out of the bag right now. They are pretty amazing, and you're going to love them. Somebody was like, you must have been so inspiring to them, and I was like, what? No. I'm not very inspiring, but they were very inspiring, and I was very happy and blessed to be able to work out with them, to see Red Rocks, and today we Warrior Dashed, and I was just sort of like blown away by their enthusiasm and their drive and their sort of independent thinking. Like, there's just a really incredible group of people, and you're going to love them. So thank you to the executive team here for letting me come out and visit for a little while. But today I wanted to answer some of your questions about injury, because I get a lot of questions about injury, and I was injured at the beginning of my episode, and I always have dealt with things like bursitis in my left and right hips, though it's pretty bad in my right hip. And I also had the biggest injury at the beginning of the year, which was a herniation of 2 discs in my lower back. And that happened on my second CrossFit workout, I think, or like my second day at the Arizona boot camp. It was really bad. It popped out in the middle of a kettlebell swing, which was only 10 pounds. I was just so tired. And I think that goes into another really important thing that I say all the time, which is like one of the hardest things for me, because I'm a perfectionist and I like to work out all the time, is that I have a hard time resting. And this was the day that I'd already put in like an extra hour of cardio. Then we worked out 3 hours together doing cardio, and I had really sore back muscles anyway. And then we went in to do a CrossFit workout, and I was like, no, my body is dead, capital D-E-A-T, and I should have just been done, but I didn't say anything. So then in the middle of the last movement, I herniated 2 discs, and Heidi and Chris had to carry me to the car, and then to urgent care, and then to Richard Morris, who works at Arizona Rehab, and he's amazing. And he and Dr. Foote realigned me for a little while, and then Bob Brenner, who is like my first dad, because I really don't have one, at the Arizona Boot Camp House. So you'll meet him in a couple of episodes. He's going to finish off the season. He was like, you need more help than this. And so I spent the next 2.5 months really like not being able to walk very well. If you watch the beginning of my episode after I quit my job in Philly, I'm walking out of my apartment and I look like I'm waddling because I can't really walk at all. Like, it just is so painful. And then shortly after I got home from Philly to Chicopee, Mass to live with my sister, I went to go open the door for 2 camera guys, and I fell down a flight of stairs and landed directly on those 2 lower discs. So I was immobile for a very long time. A couple of things to keep in mind about injury. Number 1 is rest is a part of it, but it shouldn't be rest to a fault. It can't be like, I'm just going to take the week off because I can't move at all. It's got to be you evaluating whether it's pain or soreness, because if you are just starting a workout regime, your body is going to tell you it is sore. So there is a big difference between, ow, I'm in pain, and ooh, I'm in pain, of like limbs a little sore, I can't move. I remember after one of my first MRFs that I did, which is a 1 mile run, and then it is like, I cut up today, a 1 mile run, and then 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats. The next morning I was like, I cannot physically go to the bathroom. Like, I cannot sit down on the toilet and go to the bathroom. Like, that's how bad it was. But I wasn't in pain. I was just sore. So you really need to have that evaluative conversation with yourself and kind of decide if that's something that you can keep doing. Then you need to modify. Like, never stop moving completely. So even when I couldn't get out of bed and make myself dinner, I still made sure that I did like leg lifts, or I would do like arm things from the chair, like whatever I could do to sort of like just keep moving. And you know, those 2 weeks, I lost 7 pounds and 6 pounds. So there was something about being able to keep moving and keeping my nutrition and where it was that was able to support weight loss. So I would say my best advice for you is to always keep moving, but find ways to modify some of the movement. So if walking up and down stairs really isn't doing it for you, find something else. I think there's been a lot of episodes this season that have talked about a little bit of an excuse making, and I think some people could really find comfort in making injury an excuse. And there are plenty of times where you get to that wall and you're like, I can either break through or I can make an excuse about an injury. Don't make an excuse. Stop making excuses. Because really all you're doing is cheating yourself. And if somebody was going to say to you, I'm going to cheat myself, you would look at them and say, let's keep some integrity, let's keep some authenticity, and really strive to do our physical best. And that's what you need to say to yourself. I'm going to keep the integrity going. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to work through this injury. I also have a shoulder injury going on right now. Richard Morris from Arizona Rehab would also tell you that I have it because I might have a little hunchback. You see that? So I have to work on really pulling my shoulders back so that they're nice and tight. I have a really hard time doing that. So I'm going to work on that right now. But there's a lot of really great mobility things that you can do. And that's something we do in CrossFit all the time. But I can do things like shoulder dislocates. You can hold a broom and like bring them up and then just bring without locking your arms and shoulders in place and then coming all the way back forward again. You can do paleo chair, which is actually just a deep squat to hold. That's how I rehabbed my back. You could even get like not a tennis ball, what do they call it? A lacrosse ball, and really like lay down and work it into some of these areas that are hurting you. You definitely have to stay stretched. You definitely need to mobilize before you work out. You can't just be like, I'm going to go run right now, and even though I'm injured, really work on mobilizing your body, because there are ways to sort of keep your body flexible even when you're injured. I hope that makes sense. I'm actually going to go out for a run right now. The Powell pack has gone off to a birthday party, and I need to get some other cardio in because I wasn't really pushing it today at the Warrior Dash. I mean, I pushed myself like mentally because I climbed walls and slid down ropes, and yeah, it was crazy. But I wasn't really running. It's fine. So I'm going to do that now because tomorrow I'm flying home to Massachusetts for Les Mis rehearsals, which is another really good practice for me on self-confidence, because I just feel like I'm going to make the show suck. Like, that's the running monologue in my head, is like, I suck, I suck, I suck, I suck. And I'm working on it. So to my cast that is probably not watching these videos, I want to tell you that I'm going to get better. And actually, since the Powells left to go to this birthday party, I've been working on that piece that I really love, that little tiny line that comes in the middle that's like, Cosette, now I remember, Cosette, how can it be? We were children together. Look what's become of me. And it goes into more. And I'm still working on it. And it's not perfect. But I'm really excited for the show that's going to open up this September. So this week we talked about injury. If you have questions, can you ask them here on YouTube, here on the blog, Facebook me, because I have so many questions that I'm sort of like, I'm trying to combine the ones that I think I can combine. I know that people are still looking for nutrition facts, and we definitely put those on the blog. We can talk about working out, and obviously we'll keep blogging about some of the sort of social emotional things that go on with weight loss. So matters, until next time, I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Hey, also, you matter. Oh my gosh, how can I finish a video and be like, yeah, you matter.